Good evening. Welcome to the third lockdown quiz of round 2 of the Thongsbridge Cricket Club. Thank you all for joining as usual. Great to have you back. Hope you managed to have a good week, managing to stay safe and enjoying the positive news that we can spend a bit of time with families at Christmas. So hope you sort of start to make some plans for that. Just sort of on that note, I have decided to make this the final quiz before Christmas for a couple of reasons, really. One of the main reasons I've sort of decided to do it is that in a couple of weeks, when the next quiz was due to be, I think it would be the 11th of December. That's actually my birthday weekend. So from a selfish point of view, I'm going to take a night off, and a couple of weeks after that would then be, for a lot of us who are teachers and work in schools, would be the last day of term, essentially, before we break up for Christmas. So not going to do one then either, if I'm honest. So yeah, this will be the last one before Christmas. I think obviously the closer we get to Christmas, the demand for this quiz may not be as high. People will be getting ready and building up to that time. So yeah, this will be the last one this evening. I hope that's okay with everyone. Moving forward, possibly in the new year, if things are still a little bit restricted, I'm more than happy to sort of continue those, but we'll sort of assess the situation the closer we get in the new year. Massive well done to everyone last week, by the way. I think, if I remember rightly, Janet Clapham and her team were the winners. Well done to you guys last week, a really positive score. So I guess it's up to everyone else to try and beat them this week. Thank you for those people that have joined every single week so far, not only during the first lockdown, but since we've been doing the lockdowns quizzes, sort of round 2. I think we've done 3, maybe 4 now. I hope you continue to enjoy them, especially this evening. 5 rounds again tonight. I've gone there. I have included a Christmas round, even though that we're sort of not quite in December yet. I know, having spoken to a lot of people, that some people have already got their decorations up and lights outside and whatever else. We're due to do ours this weekend, a week earlier than we normally would. And I know personally, sort of where we live in Netherthong, we're having a Christmas light switch on the following weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, there is a Christmas round this evening. 2 of the other rounds are on the PowerPoint, and as normal, 3 I shall read as normal. Lots of us saying good evening yet. Just start to give a few shout outs. Jamie Harrison, good to have you back, Jamie. John Powell, thank you, Joanne, for joining every single week without fail. Malcolm Sarah, good evening. Andrew Wagstaff, good evening. Tony Robury, good evening. Lots of us joining in on Facebook, which is great. Janet, good evening. Walton Mountain, good evening. Evelyn Barrow, looks like a fellow teacher as well. Yeah, roll on a couple, 3 weeks I think it is actually now, not that we're counting. Sharon, good evening. Team Willow, Ben Hurst, good evening. Diane Walkers, Phil Clark, good evening. So, right then. First round, as always, is general knowledge. Still really impressed, as always. It makes these doing worthwhile. Sort of nearly up to 70 on YouTube, which is a lot more than I ever thought would be. 25 on Facebook, so well over sort of 85 people joining in, which is fantastic. Yeah, Evelyn says she is counting down the days to the end of term. Yeah. Hopefully your school hasn't been hit too hard by COVID. We're down to single figures for average class size at the minute. That's sort of the situation we're in. Anyway, right, I reckon we get going. think most of us are here. First round, there are 12 questions. One of the questions has 3 bonus points on offer. In fact, 4 bonus points. So let's get going. Question 1, general knowledge. What is the longest river in the world? What is the longest river in the world? So question 1 again, general knowledge. What is the longest river in the world? Question 2. What did the Romans call Scotland? What did the Romans call Scotland? Question 3. This is the one for the bonus points. How many countries still have the shilling as currency? And I'll give you a bonus point for getting any of the correct countries. So how many countries still have the shilling as currency? So question 3 again, how many countries still have the shilling as currency? And any bonus points will be on offer for any of the correct countries. Question 4, what is the most famous Mexican beer? So what is the most famous or well-known Mexican beer? Voiceover on Love Island. So which male does the voiceover? So question 5 again, which male does the voiceover on? To have been awarded the musician. Question 7, in drink stand for? Question number 8, what was the first name of this year's winner of the Great British Bake Off? So what was the first name of this year's winner of the Great British Bake Off? Question 9. What is the highest mountain in Britain? What is the highest mountain in Britain? Question 10. How many members of Parliament are there? Is it 650 or 550? So how many members of Parliament are there currently? Is it 650 or 550? Question 11. Which American festive day was celebrated yesterday, the 26th of November? Which American festive day was celebrated yesterday, the 26th of November? And the final question of this round, which meat is used to make Glamorgan sausages? Which meat is used in Glamorgan sausages? Okay, I'll just quickly go through those questions again, 1 to 12. What is the longest river in the world? Question 1. Question 2. What did the Romans call Scotland? Question 3. How many countries still have the shilling as currency? And you'll get a bonus point for any correct countries there. Question 4. What is the most famous and well-known Mexican beer? Question 5. Which male does the voiceover on Love Island? Question 6. Who is the only musician to have ever been awarded the Nobel Prize for literature? Number 7. In drink, what does IPA stand for? Question 8. What was the first name of this year's winner of the Great British Bake Off? Question 9. Which is the highest mountain in Britain? Question 10. How many members of Parliament are there? Is it 650 or 550? 11 was which American festive day was celebrated yesterday, the 26th of November? And 11, which meat is used to make Glamorgan sausages? Good evening, Kieran O'Shea. We seem to have suddenly lost about 20 people on YouTube. Am I boring you that much, or has there been a technical error? Who knows? I won't take it as an insult. Right, answers. Answers to question 1. What is the longest river in the world? It was the River Nile. 4,160 miles long. Technical issue by the looks of it. A few people commenting. Let's see if just give people a minute so to catch back on. Hopefully it wasn't my end. I don't think it was. Was it my end? I don't know. Number 2 was what did the Romans call Scotland? It was Caledonia. Caledonia. 3, I sort of gave this away a little bit. I said there was 4 bonus points off, which pretty much gave you the answer if you paid attention. I realised once I'd said it. So how many countries still have the shilling as currency? The correct answer was 4. So you get a mark if you put 4. And the countries that still have the shilling are Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania and Somalia. So if you got any of those, you will get 5 marks for that question, depending on how many you got. What is the most famous Mexican beer? Corona. Number 5 was which male does the voiceover on Love Island? It was Ian Sterling. Dropping like flies on YouTube, so it must be kicking off tonight. 6. Who is the only musician to have ever been awarded the Nobel Prize for literature? And you know what? I've forgotten to write the answer down for it, so bear with me a second. I'll come back to that one. Leave it with me. Do me a quick. Has anyone got that and knew it to save me having to search it? What an error there. Nobel Prize for Literature. Musician. You can tell it's the last one. Yes, that was it, Jamie. Bob Dylan. You're right. I remember seeing it on the original answer sheet. You're right, Bob Dylan. I'm pretty sure it is that. I'll double. Yeah, a few of you saying Bob Dylan. You're right. Thanks. 7 in drink. What does IPA stand for? Was Indian Pale Ale. Yeah, loads of us saying Bob Dylan. There seems to be some issues tonight. I don't really know what's happening, so apologies if I seem to be cutting out. It seems to be going smooth for some people, but also not for some others. But yeah, loads were saying Bob Dylan. Thanks for that. Named after him. Thanks, Jeremy. Great. 8. What was the first name of this year's Great British Bake Off winner? It was Peter. Thoroughly deserved. Number 9. What is the highest mountain in Britain? Ben Nevis. 10. How many members of Parliament are there? 650. 650. 11. Which American festive day was celebrated yesterday, the 26th of November? It was Thanksgiving. And 12 was me trying to catch you out slightly, so apologies. Be interesting to see if anyone actually noticed the trick question, if anyone got this. Which meat is used in Glamorgan sausages? It was a trick question. Glamorgan sausages are actually made out from cheese. I believe they've got some leeks in there, I think, as well. But yeah, no meat in Glamorgan sausage. It's made out of cheese. Well done if you got that right. So that would be out of 16, first round. Put your scores in. For those that have rejoined and missed any answers, we can go back over those a bit later on if you want. If you've cut out and cut back in, looks like most of us is, well, we're back up to nearly 60 people now. So yeah, anyone joining back in, we'll go. Well, hopefully the stream sorts itself out. Is it something to do with Black Friday maybe? Sure, I don't know, surely not. But Tears for 3 years, 8 out of 16. Janet Clapham, 9 out of 16. Got the runs, 9 out of 16. Sharon Pickard, 10. 9 for Ben Hurst. Any other scores? 7 for the Phil Wizard Chinaman Warrender. Alison Crowe, Team Social Quistancing, 10 out of 16. Joanne Powell, 10 as well. Malcolm, 9. Kieran Buckley, 8. Laura, 12. Very good. Laura Walker, 12. Turner over 11. Disastrous for Henry's Angels, apparently. Off to a slow start, ladies. 7. 7 for you lot. Nick Corley, 10 for the Corleys. Right, so when I do these quizzes, a lot of the cricket lads tend to message me each week requesting particular rounds and topics. So this week I've granted a lot of their wishes and I've given them something they've been crying out for every week, a picture round on a particular topic which I know a lot of the lads are really delighted with, should I say. So this week is a picture round. I think there's 13. 13 pictures based on musical theatre. So you are going to have 10 minutes, not that I think you'll need it, to name the 13 musical theatre productions. Enjoy. Let me know when you're finished. You won't need 10 minutes, I don't think, those that enjoy musical theatre. Boys, I'm expecting lots from you. Right, a few people saying they're done, so a couple more minutes, I reckon. Pretty easy round this. Anyone been to most of these? How many have you been to? Yeah, Jamie Harrison's done as well. Yeah, no Jason Boyd this evening. Normally a regular. Hence Andrew Wagstaff's team name, I guess. Where's Jason? The boys are going to rip me to shreds a little bit here, but I've been to all but 4 of these, I think. No shame. Another minute or so, we'll wrap it up. Janet Clapham's done. Another minute or so, we'll go to like 3.5 minutes or something. Maybe 3 minutes, another minute or so. Right then, I reckon most people have finished. Gillian, are you done? Give me a quick comment if you're finished and we'll move on. You were one of the people that said they weren't quite done yet, so I'm conscious not to rush you. She's done. Right, we're moving on. Answers. Let's be having you. Right then, first one, easy. Mary Poppins. Apologies if this is a little bit bright, the white right in there if you can see it. Mary Poppins. Next one, Billy Elliot. Number 3 is Oliver. 4 is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Rory Francis' favourite, I've heard. 5, Aladdin, one of the slightly newer ones, I believe, in the West End when it obviously opens. 6, I'll be honest, my favourite. Go and see it if you haven't. I've probably seen it about 4 or 5 times. Lion King. Number 6, one I've not seen, Phantom of the Opera. Number 7 is Hairspray. 8, Les Mis. Number 9 is Wicked. 10 is Shrek. Believe it or not, Joelle Ward is playing the lead role there. 12 is Matilda. And last one is the Jersey Boys. So there are, how many is there? 13. 13 on offer. So we are now at a total of 29 marks. Where are we at with scores? 29 marks. Who's leading? $29. So Andrew 13. Yeah, I think a lot of people will have got 13 out of 13 there. Lots of us fans of musical theatre. Boys, how have you done? Let me know. Kieran Buckley 21, Laura Walker 24. Evelyn Barrow, better round for her. Got all of them, she's on 20. Lots of us getting 13 out of 13. Jamie Harrison 19. So I think we've got Laura Walker, she's on 24 so far. I think she's in the lead. Sharon 22, Janet 22 as well. Kieran O'Shea 20, Andrew Oxford 21. Right then. Let's have, I know people sometimes don't like a break, but a minute break. Get yourself a quick drink, quick toilet stop. Rory France, we know our musicals like the back of our hands. Of course you do, lad. So yeah, quick break, nip to loo, get a drink, back in a sec. Right, we're back in. Let's crack on. Numbers have dropped again, big time on YouTube. The internet is not liking it tonight. Right then, round 3 is sport. Yeah, apologies about the internet. Not quite sure what's happening. Anyway, 12 questions for round 3, which is sport. Question 1 then. Which footballer regarded as one of the best ever sadly died on Wednesday? Which footballer regarded as one of the best ever sadly died on Wednesday? Question 2. What is the highest speed ever recorded by a Formula 1 car during a Grand Prix. Now you'll get a point if you are 10 miles per hour either side there. So what is the highest speed ever recorded by a Formula One car during a Grand Prix? And you'll get a point for 10 below and 10 above. You can have 2 if you get it bang on. How generous. Question number 3. It is the grand final in Rugby League this evening. But how many players are on the starting lineup for a Rugby League team? So it's the Rugby League Grand Final this evening. I think it's St Helens and Wigan. But how many players start in a Rugby League team? Question 4. What was the name of the golfer that won this year's Masters at Augusta a week last Sunday? Which golfer won this year's Masters at Augusta a week last Sunday? Question 5. Which famous ex-boxer is due to come out of retirement tomorrow evening to fight in Las Vegas? Which famous ex-boxer is due to come out of retirement tomorrow night to fight in Las Vegas? Question 6. 6 members of Pakistan's cricket team have tested positive for COVID-19 while on tour overseas this week. But in which country are they currently playing? Is it New Zealand or Sri Lanka? So 6 members of Pakistan's cricket team have tested positive this week for COVID-19 while on tour overseas. But in which country are they currently playing? Is it New Zealand or Sri Lanka? Question 7. The 2021 men's and women's boat race will be moved from the River Thames due to safety concerns, but which river will the race now take place on? So the 2021 men's and women's boat race will be moved from the River Thames due to safety concerns, but to which river will it now take place? Question 8. 5 foot and 1 inch is the height of the net in which sport? So 5 foot 1 inch is the height of the net in which sport? Question 9. Which footballer has the most Instagram followers in the world? So which footballer has the most Instagram followers in the world? Don't go on Instagram. Question 10. How many jumps do the horses and riders go over during the full Grand National race at Aintree? So just to be clear, I don't want the number of fences that there are. I want to know how many times they physically jump over during the full race. So again, how many jumps do horses and riders go over during the full Grand National race at Aintree? So jumps, not fences. Question 11. Which international football team currently sits top of the FIFA Men's World Rankings? So which international football team currently sits top of the FIFA Men's World Rankings? And the final question. The Chicago Cubs and New York Mets play which sport? The Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets play which sport? Right, I'll quickly go through these answers. More people seem to have joined back with us. So I'll go through those questions again. For anyone who may have missed parts or all of the sport round. So sport round again, 1 to 12. Which footballer regarded as one of the best ever sadly died on Wednesday? That's question 1. Question 2. What is the highest ever speed recorded by a Formula 1 car during a Grand Prix? So again, you'll get a point if you get 10 miles per hour either side of the correct answer. How many players are there in a rugby league team that start on the pitch? Question 4. Which golfer won this year's Masters at Augusta a week last Sunday? Question 5. Which famous ex-boxer is due to come out of retirement on Saturday to fight in Las Vegas? Question 6. 6 members of the Pakistan cricket team have tested positive this week for COVID-19 while on tour overseas, but in which country are they currently playing in? Is it New Zealand or Sri Lanka? Question 7. The 2021 men's and women's boat race will be moved from the River Thames due to safety concerns, but to which river will it take place on? Question 8. 5 foot and 1 inch is the height of the net in which sport? Question 9. Which footballer has the most Instagram followers in the world? Question 10. How many jumps do horses and riders go over during the full Grand National race at Aintree? Which international football team currently sits top of the FIFA rankings? Question 11 that was. And question 12, the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets play which sport? So, answers. Back to a full 70 on YouTube, which is good. Thanks for coming back. Question 1. Which footballer regarded as one of the best ever sadly died on Wednesday? Of course, sadly, it was Diego Maradona. Question 2. What is the highest speed ever recorded by a Formula 1 car during a Grand Prix? The correct answer is 231 miles per hour. So anywhere between 221 and 241, you'll get a point. If you got 231, give yourself 2. That was Juan Pablo Montoya. Not very recent, which surprises me. I think it was back maybe 2013, possibly. Not one of the more up-to-date cars. Yeah, 231 miles per hour. 3. How many players are there in a rugby league starting lineup? There are 13. Question 4. Which golfer won this year's Masters at Augusta last week on Sunday? It was Dustin Johnson. Question 5. Which famous ex-boxer is due to come out of retirement tomorrow night to fight in Las Vegas? Mike Tyson. Question 6. 6 members of the Pakistan cricket team tested positive. They're on tour currently in New Zealand. So New Zealand, not Sri Lanka. They are currently playing in New Zealand. 7. Impressed if you got this. Let me know if you did. The 2021 men's and women's boat race will be moved from the Thames due to safety concerns. I believe it's something to do with the Hammersmith Bridge. Cracks on it, crumbling, so you can't go across it anymore or underneath it. It's being moved to the River Great Ouse in Ely, I think, in Cambridgeshire. And yeah, I think the last time that happened was in 1944, World War II, I believe, due to sort of safety concerns of the bombs and whatever else coming down. So yeah, the answer there was the River Great Ouse in Cambridgeshire, in Ely. So in 2021, it's moving to there. Question 8. Bob Spencer's from Ely, very good. Says that he got it. Question 8 was 5 foot 1 inch was the height of a badminton net. Badminton. Question 9, which footballer most Instagram follows in the world? It was Cristiano Ronaldo. Kieran said that his gran knew that it was Cambridge and the granddad knew the name of the river. Teamwork at its finest. 11, which international team currently sits top of the FIFA football men's world rankings? It's Belgium. And question 12, the Chicago Cubs and New York Mets play baseball. So we have, there was 13 possible in that round. What were we last round? We were up to 29. So answers out of, did I miss number 10 out? Apologies, missed number 10 out. I did, yes. Question 10, my apologies. How many jumps do the horses go over during the full Grand National? It's 30 jumps. There's 30. They do 2 laps, I believe. I think there's 16 fences, but they don't go over them all twice. So there's 30 jumps. Well done if you got that. So yeah, 30 jumps for question 10, apologies. Out of 42 so far, Jamie Harrison's got 29. Anyone beat 29? Sharon Pickard, 29 as well. Jamie Harrison's docked himself a point, 28. Andrew Wagstaff, 31. Bob Spencer, 31. Valencian Shaw, Penthouse, good evening to you boys over in Spain. Full marks that round, no shock there. I know sport is your strong choice. Tony Robbery, 34. Laura Walker, 33. Janet Clapham, 30. So Tony Robbery in the lead so far. Coach Robers. Joan Powell, 30. Malcolm, 25. Alex Kemp. Alex Kemp, Stansfield's Army, very good, 27. We won't go into why it's that. Malcolm, 26, corrected himself. Nick Corley, 30. Quizmaster, David Wagstaff, 32. Close third place for you, David. Right, moving on. This is where we venture into the Christmas round. There is 26 marks on offer for this round. The round is called Christmas Alphabet. And it's a phrase, and the answer will be one for each letter. You'll see what I mean in a second. You probably will need 10 minutes for this. There's quite a few questions to go at. So here goes. While I'm waiting, thank you so much to those that have donated. Work on the yellow zone here has started. Groundwork slowly going in. It started, so thank you so much. We've had another fantastic fundraising, donation today from the scheme that we're working alongside. Due to the number of backers, many thanks to you guys. They have given us another 4,500. They've matched a lot of what we've offered and raised so far. So a huge thank you to anyone that's donated some money towards our fundraising on Space Hive. The link, if you do want to go on there and donate anything from £3 upwards, is hugely appreciated. It's going to create a fantastic, as you can see there, outside bar, outside sort of drinks and cooking area, which will be a brilliant addition to the club, which I hope we can all look to enjoy for the new season come April. Fingers crossed the vaccine's kicked in and that we can get back to some normality and really enjoy that outside space. So thank you so much to everyone that's donated. I know that people continue to donate even in these tough times. Many, many thank you to you. So if you want to visit our website, look out for the Space Hive fundraiser, and any donation, big or small, you can make is hugely appreciated. So thank you. Right. Here is the alphabet Christmas round. The clue is in the question. The answer is a letter that is corresponding to that row as such. So A, B, C, D, and so on. The answer will be most likely one word or two words or a phrase linked with Christmas, beginning with that word. Hope that makes sense. 10 minutes, go. Some people are saying that the left half is cut off. Bear with me. Is that better? Start this again. Right, about 5 minutes to go. A couple of people saying they're finished, but we'll give people the full time, I think. Three minutes to go. 3 minutes. Let me know when you've done. One and a half minutes left. Get your final few answers in. One minute. Right then, answers. I'll whiz through these. Majority of these make sense to me. A couple of them I've not heard of before, so I hope they make a bit more sense to you than they did me when I was creating this round. But yeah, I hope you've done pretty well. Answers are just going to appear all at once, and they're there. So, A, Christmas period leading up to Christmas. Advent. B, the town in which Jesus was born, Bethlehem. C, songs sung at Christmas carols. D, the month in which Christmas falls, December. When Maggie meet Christ. I mean, is that obvious? I'm not really sure. Epiphany. Popular song of the festive season, Frosty the Snowman. G, what we all like receiving at gifts, a Christmas gift, sorry. H, plant with prickly leaves and red berries is holly. I, there was no room here for Mary and Joseph is in. J, the reason for it all, Jesus. K, another name for Santa Claus, Kris Kringle. 11, L, wow, I'm tired. L, put on the tree as a decoration, lights. M, where the baby was laid, manger. N, the story of Christmas, nativity. O, the fruit used in a Christingle, orange. P, one that I've not heard of before, Mexican plant often associated with Christmas, and I hope I pronounce this correct. Poinsettia. I'm sure there's some sort of rolling of the T's there, maybe. Poinsettia. Q, 3 p.m. on Christmas Day, Queen's speech. R, the reindeer with the shiny nose, Rudolph, of course. Spelt wrong by this answer sheet. Should be PH, surely. S, what the three kings followed. S for star. Yeah, a few of us, I knew this would cause a bit of controversy. The F for popular song, festive season. Fairy Tale of New York. Yeah, I'll give you a mark for that. T, also known as lametta, tinsel. U, where the presents are found, under the tree. V, one of Santa's reindeer, vixen. A mulled wine cider drink at Christmas. I think it's pronounced wassail. X, a shortened form of Christmas, Xmas, known as bûche de Noël, or boucher, Yule log. And Z, often used to mean Jerusalem, Zion. So yeah, I'll give you a mark for Fairy Tale of New York. So you should have now a total of 68 overall. I'll just leave that on for a second. And we'll go back for the final round. So, scores out of 26 for that round, or 68 in total. Jamie Harrison's on 51. A consistently high scorer is Jamie. Good to have you back. Who else? Andrew Axel, 55. 57 for Kieran, 52 for Sharon. Evelyn, full house in that round for Henry's Angels. Very good. 55 total. Tony Roby, 59. Still, I think, is in the lead. John Powell, 53. Malcolm, 50. Social Christensen, 56. Janet Clapham, man down, who is now back, 55. Kieran O'Shea, 44. Right, final round. T. Robury going into the lead in the final round. Laura Walker in third place behind Kieran Buckley, who's on 57. Laura Walker's on 56. Right, this round is called Bigger or the Same. Bigger or the same. So for each of the following questions, which is larger or are they the same size? Okay, so you'll either have one of the answers as the bigger answer, or if you think they're the same, you put the same. I hope this would make sense to you, and I think it will when I read the first one out. So for each of the following, which is larger, or are they the same size? So, question 1. 5 inches or 10 centimetres, which is bigger, or are they the same? So 5 inches or 10 centimetres, which is bigger, or are they the same? So you'll either have 5 inches if you think that's bigger, 10 centimetres if you think that's bigger, or if you think they're the same, you'll put the same. Question number 2. 1 mile or 1.61 kilometres. So again, which is bigger, or are they the same? Question 3. A4 or B4 paper size? So A4 or B4, which is bigger, or are they the same? Hopefully you're getting the hang of it. Question 4. The atomic weight of lithium or the atomic weight of carbon? Question number 5. The area of France or the area of Spain? So 5 again, the area of France or the area of Spain? Question 6. 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit? Which is bigger, or are they the same? Question 7. The length of a netball court or the length of a basketball court? Which is bigger, or are they the same? So 7 again was the length of a netball court or the length of a basketball court. Question 8. The air distance, as on a plane, from London to Delhi or London to Chicago? Don't get all technical on me in terms of Heathrow, Stansted, Gatwick. The air distance from London to Delhi or London to Chicago? Question 9. The length of the M25 or the length of the M62? So the length of the M25 or the length of the M62? And the final question of the final quiz of the final round is the size of California or the size of Florida? So the size of California or the size of Florida? Which is bigger, or are they the same? And that is your 10 questions of the final round. I'll read them one more time. Question 1, 5 inches or 10 centimetres, which is bigger, or are they the same? 2, 1 mile or 1.61 kilometres. Question 3, A4 or B4 paper size. The atomic weight of lithium or the atomic weight of carbon. 5, the area of France or the area of Spain. 6, 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. 7, the length of a netball court or the length of a basketball court. 8, the air distance from London to Delhi or London to Chicago. 9 was the length of, it does say the length from London to Delhi, the air distance, I hope I said. Yeah, the air distance from London to Delhi or the air distance from London to Chicago. 9 was the length of the M25 or the length of the M62. And the final one was the size of California or the size of Florida. Right then. Answers. Just give you a second or so. Quick drink. Question 1 then. Question 1 was 5 inches or 10 centimetres. 5 inches is bigger. Question 2, 1 mile or 1.6 kilometres. They are the same. Question 3, A4 or B4, which is bigger? It was B4 is bigger. A4, I've got the measurements here, is 210 by 297. I believe that probably must be centimetres. No, it can't be. And B4 is 250 by 353. For the atomic weight of lithium or the atomic weight of carbon, its carbon is bigger. It's heavier, approximately 2 times heavier, I think. 5, the area of France and the area of Spain is, France is bigger, 10% bigger, apparently. 6, 30 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit, they are the same. 7, the length of a netball court or the length of a basketball court. A netball court is actually bigger. A netball court is 30.5 metres in length, whereas a basketball is 28.56. 1, Isabel, was 5 inches, was bigger, and 2, 1.61 kilometres, and a mile are the same. That is my cat trying to get in this door. Question number 7. No, we're just on 7. Question number 7, number 8 rather. The air distance from London to Delhi or London to Chicago, which was bigger or either the same. London to Delhi is the greater distance, is bigger. 9, this surprised me. The length of the M62 or the length of the M25. The M25 is bigger, it's longer. M25 is 117 miles long and the M62 is only 107. If I didn't know the answer to that, I would have gone for the M62, but the M25 is bigger by 10 miles. 10, the size of California or the size of Florida. California is bigger. So, there we have it. Done. Let's see who's won the final quiz. It'll be out of 78, I think. Yeah, 78. Who has won? Has anyone managed to take over T. Robry? Or is he still in the lead and takes the crown for the final week? So get your scores in and get your team names in. Sharon first in with a final score of 58 out of 78. 58. Well done, Sharon. Great effort. Malcolm as well, 58. Philip Warrender, 60. Pretty good from the Spin King. Man down, Janet Clapham, 63. Jamie Harrison, 57. Anyone beat 63? $65, Alison Crowe. 60, Joanne Powell. Where's Jason? Andrew Wagstaff, 61. 64, Langley and the Carcass, 64. Tony, 67. He must have people helping him. Laura, 63. Ben Hurst, 62. The team with no name, Nick Cawley, 62 as well. So it's looking like Laura Walker, apologies, 63. Joint second, I think. No, joint third. Babs Wood with 64. Merritt Brown, another regular 60 out of 78. But yeah, Tony Robry, looks like you've taken the win. Well done. Alex Kemp, 58. So that's it. A massive thank you, Tony Robry, well done. Thank you so much for joining over the whole of lockdown, round 1 and round 2. I hope these have brought a little bit of joy and something to look forward to on a Friday. I've really enjoyed doing them. Massive thank you to anyone that's donated any money towards the raffle we had in round 1 or lockdown 1. Any just general donations in general. Any monies that you've put towards our latest sort of fundraiser towards the outside bar. And I think we're hoping that we can get to see all of your faces in real life down at the club in the new year, March, April onward, when we get some cricket back on. So again, massive thank you, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great Christmas. Apologies, this is the last one. But yeah, have a fantastic Christmas. I hope you manage to see as many of your family and friends as safely as you can. Really enjoy that time, make the most of it. And I really appreciate your generous and kind comments every week. I really appreciate them. So thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend. Have a great Christmas. Tony Robry, well done on your win. I guess you deserve to win at least once. No doubt you'll be saying a big thanks to your team. But anyway, yeah. Have a great Christmas. Hopefully see you soon down at the club. Get yourself down. It'll be fantastic to see you there. And if you can, go on our website, take a look, and any small donation to that Space High funding will be massively appreciated. Have a good one. Speak to you.